Alright, hello everyone. Welcome to the Daytona 500 in Daytona, Florida. Got all these cars ready to go tonight. So, without further ado, let's start off with our driver that will be starting off in first is Christopher Bell. So we're going to get him around this track. Now, we haven't raced in a long time. These cars went through practice, so we'll see how they do. Excuse me for just a minute. Let's see there. Alright, so without further ado, let's get this Daytona 500 started. So, hello, Missouri Racing Network. Oh, the link is in the description. Let's see. I think I still have. No, I don't. I had my radio station playing earlier, and I thought that I had muted it, but I didn't. So we're going to wait for Missouri to get here, and then we will start. So while we wait for him, I'm going to tell you our starting lineup. So starting in first, Christopher Bell. Second is BJ McLeod. Third is De Benedetto. Now I know that they switched over the numbers. Let's see. Let's add you in. Hello.
What's good? What's good? What's up, Calhoun?
There we go. Let's see. Can you hear me?
Yo.
All right. So now to start with this Daytona 500, we're going to be starting off with Christopher Bell, excuse me. Let's say Chris Buescher. All right, so 3, 2, 1. Right, actually, no, excuse me, it's the wrong way. 3, 2, 1. All right, pretty decent. So there's our pole. All right, now with BJ McLeod. 1, 2, 3. All right, and just behind him is BJ McLeod. All right, next up we have Matt Benedetto. 3, 2, 1. Oh, Matt Benedetto gets right in between them. All right. Now we have Bubba Wallace. 3, 2, 1. Oh, Bubba. Oh, Bubba didn't make it that far. All right. Next up, we have Chris Buescher. 1, 2, 3. Oh, excuse me. I'm sorry. 3, 2, 1. I don't know why I did that. All right. Chris Buescher. Right behind BJ McLeod. Is my mic on? All right, it is. Just want to make sure that it was. I don't know why Missouri left. I think his volume was down when he thought that I couldn't hear him. All right. So for those that don't know, we are going with the old numbers and names. So, like number 2 is Brad Keselowski, but before it was Brad Keselowski, but now it is Austin Cindric. So, well, you're just gonna have to give me a couple days to remember the names and the cars. So yeah, 3, 2, 1 with Brad Keselowski. Oh, Brad Keselowski makes a tie with Bubba Wallace. You just have to see this. He made a tie. This is really hard to believe. It is like perfect. I mean, we're not gonna go down and measure the exact of it because the cars are basically there. So we'll do it one more time. 1, 2, 3. All right, and it's a good thing because he came in front of Chris Buescher. All right, next up we have Chase Elliott. His old number 9 Little Caesars. Excuse me for the scratching. That's my cat. He's outside. All right, now Chase Elliott. 3, 2, 1. Whoa! All right, so now Chase is up in first. Now we're gonna do Eric and Marola. 1, 2, 3. All right, Eric. All right, so Eric is right behind BJ McLeod. All right, next up is Martin Truex Jr. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Come on, Truex. Oh, and he just passed Bubba Wallace, but like I'm talking a centimeter. So there we go. So right now, Bubba Wallace is in last place. And right now, Chase is up in first. So we'll see how that goes. All right. So next up is Ryan Newman. 1, 2, 3. All right. And if you saw in the last season, you probably noticed that Ryan Newman had the fastest car. So he was doing pretty good last season with those races. So next up, we have the number 12, Ryan Blaney, which we do need to get a new one. I will try to get a new one in soon because I need a new one. 1, 2, 3, Ryan Blaney. All right, seems like the old car's making a comeback. They've been sitting for a little bit, and right now, Ryan Blaney, he's in third. I mean, like, this is the oldest car that we have. And Chase Elliott, he's doing pretty good tonight. So we'll see if he can keep that car up there all night. So yeah. All right, next up we have Kyle Larson, or no, excuse me, I said Kyle Larson. This is Ross Chastain in the Credit One Bank car. So 3, 2, 1. Ross Chastain. 3, 2, 1. Holy crap! He made it like right here. Holy crap! He did good then. All right, so right now at the front of the pack we have Ross Chastain. Next up is who's this? Jeez, I dropped the car. All right, excuse me. So this is Eric Jones. Eric Jones. See what he's got. 1, 2, 3. All right. Oh, he came just right there at the Benedetto. So that puts. Okay. Jeez. Sorry about that. Next up, number 98 of Josh Henson. Let's see what his car can do. So 3, 2, 1. Oh, and that puts Chase Elliott in third. Right? Next up, we have Alex Bowman in the Chevy SS. So we'll see how he does. 1, 2, 3. Oh, pushes Amarola back. They're right behind BJ McLeod. So I may have to pause just a second to get my cat to stop. Put him in the kennel or something. I don't know. All right, next up we have Cole Custer, number 41 Haas Mustang. So we'll see how he does tonight. So 3, 2, 1. Oh, that's a DNF. That is a big DNF from him. He rolled right about here. Y'all probably saw it. Later we'll show a slow-mo of that. Next up, we have Denny Hamlin. We'll see how he does tonight. Daytona 500. So, yeah. 3, 2, 1. All right. And Denny Hamlin, again. It's always like right over here where they make the swaps. So, Bubba Wallace is still in last place. So, we'll see, if, he's not going to stay in last place. But we have 3 more cars left to go before the end of this stage. And, yeah. Alright, so now we have Kyle Busch. 3, 2, 1. Kyle Busch. Oh, Kyle Busch gets in 4th. Steals the spot from Newman. Alright, next up we have Joey Logano. See how he does tonight. 1, 2, 3. Oh, Logano. Looks like Logano's not going to be doing so good tonight. He's back there in the back of the pack with all the others like Truex, Wallace, and Busher. All right, we have 1 more driver left tonight, Kevin Harvick, and that's going to round off the end of stage 1. So 3, 2, 1. Oh, big surprise from Kevin Harvick. He gets up in 2nd. So now on to stage 2. So let's see how everyone does in stage 2. We have 1 DNF, and if you remember earlier, that was from this guy right here. So he won't be racing this this part of the race. So yeah, top 5 drivers is Ross Chastain. He's doing really good. If you remember, he was actually doing really good when we started racing like this. So, it may be his comeback. But our top 5 racers is Ross Chastain, Kevin Harvick, Josh Henson, Chase Elliott, and Kyle Busch. So, again, we still have 1 DNF. So, he won't be racing. All right. So, next up for next part of our race. Next up, we have Ross Chastain. All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1. Right, he's going to set the pole, and that pole is right here, right before turns 3 and 4. All right, next up, Kevin Harvick. Let's see if Kevin Harvick can beat that. 1, 2, 3. And Kevin Harvick cannot. Kevin Harvick cannot beat that. So let's see how all these other drivers do. Now, next up, number 98, Josh Henson. 3, 2, 1. All right, here we go. And now Josh Henson is in 2nd place with Kevin Harvick in 3rd. All right, next up is Chase Elliott. See how he does. 3, 2, 1. Oh, Chase Elliott steals the 4th spot. He does wreck into Harvick, so that might be a penalty. That might be a couple lap penalties, so that might place him back. We'll just pass it off. All right, 3, 2, 1 with Kyle Busch. Excuse me, I keep on forgetting that. 3, 2, 1. All right, Kyle Busch steals 4th place, which puts Chase Elliott even farther back. No one's touching Chastain right now. So next up we have Newman. 1, 2, 3. All right, Newman steals the 6th spot. All right, next up we have Ryan Blaney. From 12, Dex Imaging. 1, 2, 3. Oh! Ryan Blaney steals 2nd. 2nd place. That's pretty good for a car that is that old. All right, next up we have Christopher Bell in his number 20 DeWalt Toyota Camry. 3, 2, 1. Christopher Bell. All right, there we go. It's been a while since I've done this, so it's the names are kind of confusing. All right, next up we have Matt DiBenedetto. So here we go. 1, 2, 3. All right, DiBenedetto. All right, so DiBenedetto is like he barely didn't pass. Just barely. You can see. And you can make the call yourself, but like you can see, it's not there. So alright, so DiBenedetto goes into fourth. So the only way that he can make that better, well, to be honest, there's not really a way that he can make that better. Alright, so next up we have Denny Hamlin. See how good he can do in the second stage. 1, 2, 3. Alright, he comes in third. Alright, Denny Hamlin in third. Next up we have Eric Jones. Here we go. Now the names are starting to roll off a little bit easier. 1, 2, 3. Alright, Eric Jones. Right behind Kevin Harvick, so we'll see if he can keep that. I mean, the only way that he can make that better is if everyone just, keeps on staying behind them. Next up, we have BJ McLeod, number 78 Camry. 1, 2, 3. All right, BJ McLeod makes second in stage 2. All right, next up we have Alex Bowman. See how good he can do in the second stage. 1, 2, 3. All right. Second to last place. All right. Now we have the 10 of Eric Amarola. 1, 2, 3. Oh, shoot. Eric Amarola makes third. Next up, we have Joey Logano. See how well he can do in the second stage. 1, 2, 3. All right, Joey Logano. Oh. Same thing like with Eric Jones. You can't make a complete pass. Next up, we have Brad Keselowski. 3, 2, 1. All right, and there we go. He makes it in 5th place. See if we can move these back without him making a mess. All right, there we go. Next up, we have Chris Buescher. So here we go. 1, 2, 3. Come on, Chris Buescher, you got this. Oh, he doesn't make the complete pass with Hamlin. All right. Not that bad. Next up, we have Truex. Number 19 Sirius XM. See how good he does tonight. 1, 2, 3. Oh, he doesn't make the complete pass from Logano. So that puts him right in between him and Logano, or right in between Jones and Logano. Next up, we have Bubba Wallace. 1, 2, 3. All right. And then he goes right in front of Denny Hamlin because, again, he didn't make the complete pass. All right. And so to round off the stage 2, In first place, we have Ross Chastain. Second, BJ McLeod. Third, we have Eric Amarola. Fourth, we have Ryan Blaney. Fifth, Josh Henson. Sixth, we have Brad Keselowski. Seventh, excuse me, we have Bubba Wallace. Eighth, we have Denny Hamlin. Ninth, Chris Buescher. 10th, Kenseth. 11th, DiBenedetto. 12th, Harvick. 13th, Logano. 14th, we have, keep on forgetting their names tonight. That's always the case with me. I'll always forget their names. Martin Truex Jr. You know what? We'll just, it's fine. You guys can count. For right now, I'm just kind of drawing a blank. I had a lazy day today, so and my brain's not completely working tonight. So, and I would have done the race last night, but I had church and all that, and I was exhausted, so couldn't do the race last night. Alright, and again, from the first stage, we still have the DNF from Cole Custer, so he won't be racing in this third stage, and this is it. This is the stage that will, decide their fate. So, alright, so starting in first, Ross Chastain, he'll set the pole. 1, 2, 3. Alright, just coming into turns 3 and 4. Alright, next up we have BJ McLeod. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. All or nothing. Oh, we have a little bit of rain. So we're I don't know if you guys can hear that, but yeah, we do have a little bit of rain, just a little bit. So we'll see what that does. It may not lead to anything, but Next up we have Eric Amarola. See how well he can do tonight. 1, 2, 3. Eric Amarola. And he makes second. Right, next up we have Ryan Blaney. 1, 2, 3. And this time Ryan Blaney's not doing that good. I think maybe because, he's been on the track a little bit, getting the car a little warmed up. It's not making it happy, so. Next up, we have Josh Henson. So let's see how good he can do. 1, 2, 3. All right. And he makes second. All right, next up, we have Brad Keselowski. See how well he can do. 1, 2, 3. Oh, and he just... Oh, I thought the TV went out. Alright, next up we have Bubba Wallace. So 1, 2, 3. Alright, and Bubba Wallace. Bubba Wallace cannot, get in the right groove tonight. Next up, Denny Hamlin. See how well he can do tonight. 1, 2, 3. Alright, and there goes Denny Hamlin. Denny Hamlin is in 5th. So next up we have Chris Buescher, excuse me. So we'll see how he can do. Alright, 1, 2, 3. All or nothing. Alright, he doesn't make the complete pass from Hamlin, so for he'll be. Right, next up we have Kenseth. See how well he does. 1, 2, 3. It's not Kenseth, excuse me. Christopher Bell. And he makes second. Whew. It's going to take a lot to get into second again. All right, next up we have Matt DiMedetto. 1, 2, 3. All right, and he barely makes the pass for Hamlin. All right, next up we have Kevin Harvick. See how well he does. 1, 2, 3. All right, and he just barely again makes the pass. DJ Floyd. There he goes. Next up, we have Joey Logano. See how well he does tonight. Like again, all or nothing. 1, 2, 3. All right, and Logano just if he would have been like that much more up, just that much more, he would have made the complete pass, but he didn't. So that puts him right behind DiBenedetto in 8th place. So right now Blaney's in last. Well, actually no, Blaney's not even in last. It's Cole Custer that's in last. So I mean, even if but it's not really gonna make a difference. So 1, 2, 3 for Martin Truex. 1, 2, 3. Come on, Truex. Oh, and Truex just barely makes a complete pass from Hamlin. So there we go. All right, next up we have Eric Jones. See how he does. 1, 2, 3. Oh, we have a roll. All right, again, another DNF. Our second DNF. Second. All right, next up we have Kyle Busch. See how he does. 1, 2, 3. And Kyle Busch. There we go. Comes off the track a little bit, but again, he just barely makes a complete pass from DiBenedetto. Now, I don't know if that crash would, penalize him. I don't think it would. All right, next up, Chase Elliott. See how well he can do. 1, 2, 3. Oh, that slowed him down a little bit when he went up. Because you watched him, he decided that he was going to take the high lane, and his car just lost momentum, and you can see it. The lines in this track make all the difference. So if you try to take the high and you know that you're losing momentum, oh geez, we have a not so nice thing in the chat, so I'm gonna do my best to remove that. Let me remove that real quick. I'm sorry for that. I just want to apologize. But y'all have to see that. Let me find my cursor. And for some reason, I cannot find my cursor. I don't know where it's at. Well, that's fun. I can't find my cursor. I literally cannot find my cursor. It's nowhere to be found. I'm moving it to the corner, and it's just not showing up. I'm moving it up, moving it to the side, nothing. Like when I say nothing, for some reason my cursor's stuck. Oh, there we go. Block user, put user in timeout. There we go. Again, I am so sorry for that. I apologize greatly. That is not okay on this channel. We're all about racing, not about 18 plus stuff. So for that, number 48 of Alex Bowman. 3, 2, 1. All right, and see, we'll move him, and he doesn't make the complete pass for Hamlin. So Fortunately, Bowman's going to have to go right behind him. Last but not least, last car of the day, Ryan Newman. We'll see how good he does. 1, 2, 3. Oh! We have another DNF. Another one. Another DNF. You see Ryan Newman, he rolled right there. That is going to give us 3 DNFs. Alright, well, 3 DNFs later, it's almost like there was one each, stage. So, alright, so now we'll get these cars up here on the pit road and we will show you who all is your winner for today's race. And we will congratulate our winner. And yeah, so now for the 3 that are DNF'd, they will we'll decide if they will miss the race. I'll ask a couple people on Discord and see if they should, miss the next race. And if they say yes, then you won't see Cole Custer, Newman and Jones in the next race. So that'll explain why. Now our top 5 winners are Chastain, Bell, Henson, Eric Amarola, and last but not least, Harvick. So your top 5 is those, and then our winner for today's race is Ross Chastain. Ross Chastain won today, so we will congratulate him for winning the first Daytona 500 of 2022. So, anyways, I hope that you guys have enjoyed the Daytona 500 for today. And, yeah, we will see you all later. Bye for now. Bye, guys.